It's embarrassing how rude she is sometimes, and just not to me, but other adults as well as her peers. If we look at skills of a 6-year-old, and we look at manners, we know that children that are 6 years old don't have this world view. They don't have a view of the world outside of themselves. It's all about themselves, all egocentric, and that is the way their brain works. And so in order to get them to empathize and to understand kind of the rules of society, we have to really put those out there in front of them. We have to model, play, and I know that it does appear rude, it feels rude because it's not how you think that she should be acting, right? And it doesn't follow society norms. When is she doing things that you consider rude? Is it that she's not saying please and thank you? Is it that she's interrupting? Is it that she's eating with her elbows on the table? Rude is very objective depending on who we're talking about. What you consider rude, I might not consider rude, and what I might consider rude, you might not. And so for your daughter, she hasn't learned those rules yet either. So start tracking when she's doing things that you would consider rude. And instead of getting angry at her, just say, okay, I'm going to track this. I'm really going to pay attention to when these things are happening. Is it happening when she wants a turn and she's just taking something from someone? Like, what is the actual behavior that you're calling rude? Then we're going to bring it to her attention. Hey, I noticed that every time you want a toy, you just walk up and take it. You don't say please, you don't engage with the person, you just kind of take the toy. Now, other people might see this as rude or hurtful. Other people might not like the way that you're interacting with them. So why don't we work on why you're doing it, and let's learn some new ways of asking for a toy when you want to play with it. So then you would role play with them, you would talk them through, and you might even provide some visuals of ways to interact with people. If it's a matter of saying please or thank you, again, those are things that you're going to have to say. I notice that when you want something, you don't respect me. That makes me feel like you're demanding things from me. I like it more when you say, please, can I have this? And it makes me want to help you even more. And so just really talking that through with them so that your daughter, who remember is only 6, can see why on the outside that might be seen as rude. It might be seen as disrespectful, and how she can change that behavior. And then the final step is to do self-regulation. You want her to be able to use this on her own. So again, you're going to practice it, and then you're going to continue to bring it to her attention until the point where she's doing it on your own. When she's doing it on her own, you can be like, wow, I noticed that this morning, instead of demanding for your apple juice, you asked me kindly for it. And that made me want to get that for you much easier and much faster.